What's going on, guys? It's DJ Rick Webb back at it again. Today we have a product review of the Solomor LED Magic Ball Light off of Amazon. So the LED Magic Ball Light that I have right here was actually shipped out to me for free by the company to demo their light and make a little review video on it. But I am in no way being paid to make this review video. If this light sucks, I'm gonna let you know. That said, this light is more of a party beginner DJ light, and I do not believe in any shape or form that this is a professional DJ light. Although I will say I took this out to a prom and used it at the prom with all my professional gear just to see how it would perform. And you guys will see that in the demo portion, but it kind of surprised me a little bit. So like all the other reviews I do on my channel, we break this up into two specifications, a demo portion, and then my actual honest review of the light or the fixture or whatever I'm reviewing at the end of the video. So that said, we're gonna dive into specifications now. On the back of this box, I'm gonna tell you all the specifications of this, and then we're gonna bring in a table and we're gonna actually look what all comes in the box and do a little glance over of the features of this light. So product specifications that are on the back of the box here. This is a rated power of 18 watts. The light source is 9 1-watt LEDs. The light source life is rated for 200 hours. It's made out of plastic and it's 640 grams. And this thing comes with a remote control, and it also has a built-in MP3 player, which we will see here in a minute when we get into that. Okay, so now let's unbox the light that we have here. I have already unboxed this a couple times, so it's not exactly how it will look when it comes out of the package, but I tried to keep it in the same sort of fashion that I got it when I opened it. So you have the light itself, you have a manual, you have some wall mounting screws. If you wanted to put this in a permanent application, say in your house, if you wanted to put this permanently on a wall, which I'm thinking of doing. You have a USB drive that comes with some preloaded music on it, as it is a music player, and then you have the remote control. The manual that comes with this light is in a bunch of different languages. I'm not even sure what they all are. But the English version of this manual is actually pretty good for, I'm pretty sure it's a Chinese product. So as you can see, the outer dome here is actually smooth and it has an inner pattern on the inside to provide, I would say, like a jewel effect. We will actually be opening this up here in a minute to see the internals, but for the outside, you have the power cord that is built into the light that comes out of it. On the bottom, you have, I believe, the microphone that listens to the sound of the music, and you have a speaker on either side of the light, and you have an MP3 player here on the front, which supports an SD card input and a USB input. And you have the IR sensor right there as well for the remote control. We're gonna open her up. So I believe to take this apart, I have not done it yet, there are 4 screws, 2 on either side that I think I need to take out. And yeah, just like that. So this is the inner dome I was saying. It's got the pattern on the inside and the outside is nice and smooth. Here are the internals. Like I said, there's a speaker on either side that works with the MP3 player up front. A little logic board here that makes everything work. And then you have the lights right here. All 9 of the lights are right here. I'm not really sure what all colors are on this board. This also is motorized, so it kind of like offsets it. I can't get it to do it right now. It's a stiff motor, but when we plug it in, we will see how that works. So as you guys can see, like I was saying, it kind of rotates around here. We'll see that more when we actually see it in the demo. But we have pink, blue, green, orange, yellow, white, red, white, and blue diodes in this light. So as you can see, this is the internals of this $25 light. Very simple, very basic. So now I'm gonna put the cap back on this, and we're gonna dive quickly into the MP3 player for just a few seconds. So on the front of the light, the way you know it's on is there's a red light indicator here, which you turn on and off via the remote control, which we'll get into in a bit. The MP3 player does automatically turn on when you plug the light in every time. So you have an SD card input on here and a USB input to put MP3 files on so that you can play music on it. There's a play pause button, a next volume down button, and a next volume up button, but you can control all that with the remote control. The USB drive that comes with it comes with some preloaded songs, as you guys will see here in a second. So last thing before we get into the demo, we'll talk about this remote control right here. There's a lot of really cool features on this remote control. First off, you have all your MP3 player options up here in the black. So down here in the white, you have the lighting options. First off, you have power on and off, auto feature, motor stop, which will stop the motor rotation. You have flash to put it on a strobe mode. You have motor speed minus and motor speed plus to increase and decrease the motor speed. You have sound active options here. We have music 1, 2, and 3. And then we have red, green, and blue, which do not actually mean red, green, and blue. Music option 1 only activates the light when it hears a sound. So when you tap or make a sound, the light will flash. Music option number 2 is the opposite in a way. It just changes the function every time it hears a sound. Music option 3 is similar to option 2, except every time you hit the table, it strobes. Now, right now it's on motor. I personally hate the motor, so I always shut it off. That's just a personal opinion. You guys might actually like the motor. Flash is, like I said, it just flashes. That's all it does. Red, green, and blue. So red is pink, green, and blue. The green option is white, yellow, and orange. And the blue option is blue, red, and white. Just for you guys' knowledge. Alright, so now that I've gone through the specifications and gave you a nice little walk around and tour of the light, I want to send it out to the prom I was at to show you guys the demo. What is up, guys? This is the live demo of this light right here. We're going to demo it here at this prom that I'm doing. We're not actually going to use it during the prom, but we're going to demo it to show you guys what it can do. So we're going to turn the lights down a little bit here. We're going to show you what we're going to do. I'm not mounting it up on anything. I'm just going to leave it laying on top of the subwoofers, and maybe I'll hold it up to show you guys what it can do. So right now we got the PARs going. I'm going to shut the PARs off for this demo. So that was just putting on my actual lights with it to see what it can do. I had to turn the subs completely off because this thing is a sound active light, and if I would have turned the subs on, it basically would have stayed on the whole time because the subs are absurdly loud. But so I only turned on 2 speakers there to simulate basically a standard beginner setup with 2 speakers and putting this light somewhere in the middle to hear the sound. And honestly, I'm actually pretty impressed with what it can do. I'm surprised I'm liking it as much as I did. So after the demo, now it's time for my personal opinions and final review of this light. Going into it, when I first received this light, looking at it, plugging it in, just playing with it in my bedroom, I was very skeptical that I was going to be giving this an actual good review. I'm not giving it a great review, obviously, because this is a $25 light, remember. As far as the features on this light, first off, MP3 player. It's just, let's forget it. It's garbage. It sounds like crap. It's terrible. I plugged in my actual music to this. The speakers on this are crap. MP3 player is a no-go, obviously. When it comes to me coming from a professional audio scenario, even like you can buy Bluetooth speakers for the same price that sound way better than this. So scrap the MP3 player, forget about that. One thing that is noticeable about this light is that this light would suck if it wasn't for this remote control. This remote control is what makes this light an actual good light. As far as light output, it's nowhere near up here at the top, but it's also nowhere near at the bottom. When it comes to intro level lights, like you've seen this light before at probably Walmart or your local Spencer's or whatever store you have that sells cheap lights like this, party lights, you've probably seen one like this. It may be the same, it may not be, but for $25, that's probably one of the cheaper ones I've ever seen, and the output of these LEDs is pretty impressive. So who and what would I recommend this light for? First off, this light I would highly recommend to any beginner DJ. I'm saying you are just now working on buying speakers. Say you just bought one speaker, maybe one of the speakers I suggested in my top 5 beginner DJ speaker video. You just got one of those speakers, you don't have any lights yet, you really don't want to spend a lot of money on lights. Like I've said before in the past, when you're a beginner DJ, you want to focus on buying high quality sound equipment first, then work on lighting. At $25, this light fits that need perfectly. And honestly, back when I was starting out, when I just bought like my first actual DJ speaker, compared to my household speakers, I wish a light like this actually existed that I could get. Most of the lights that I wanted to get that produced a similar effect to this were probably around $50 to $60 at the time. So it's a great time for cheap lights to exist. That said, if you are anywhere near my level, I don't think you guys should even bother looking at this light. You probably have plenty more funds to get other lights like this. Total other side to this, like I said, this is a party light. So if you are a DJ or you're just a person that likes to throw parties, say you're in college and you want to have some sort of light to throw in your living room, in your basement, wherever you want to have a house party or whatever, this light would work perfectly fine. It lights up a whole entire room. It has 360-degree coverage, so you can either like mount this on the ceiling with the included screws, mount it on a wall, just set it on a table, and it'll light up the whole room with light to make, basically, to give yourself a party in the room, which is it's what it does. This is a party light. So to roll all that into one final conclusion for you guys, DJ wise, this light is not great. It's a good light. Its design and purpose is for beginner DJs. Outside of DJing, it is a great light to put in your house as a party light to enhance the atmosphere of a party inside of your house. All right, guys. That's everything for my review here. If you like this review, be sure to give me a big thumbs up. I'm sorry it's not an actual legit DJ light, so all you guys that are professionals out there can't really get into this light, but you definitely can respect that this light would help out a lot of the younger DJs out there start getting their foothold into the business while they're building up their sound equipment. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them in the comment section below. I am linking the link on Amazon to buy this light in the description below. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We just passed 4,000 subscribers last night as of me filming this video right now. If you're not part of my notification squad, hit that bell. That way you'll get notifications when I post a new video, which we are posting 2 new videos every week right now, maybe 3, which is pretty dope. Anyways, guys, that's all for this review video. My name is DJ Rick Webb. Keep them records spinning, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.